You are listening to the CMQ Investing Podcast. My name is Chris Franco, and there is a big update in the world of Elon Musk, Dogecoin, and generally speaking, the cryptocurrency crash of 2022. So, in case you missed it, this past weekend, Elon Musk did something that he has done before, and he proclaimed his love for Dogecoin. And this was just this past weekend, which was the weekend of June 18th, 2022, in case you're listening in the future. And in which case, if you are, thank you. Hello from the past. According to Forbes, Elon Musk tweeted that he will keep supporting Dogecoin. And when someone asked him, keep buying, he says, I am. Last month, Musk's rocket company SpaceX followed his electric car company Tesla in adopting Dogecoin payments, allowing customers to buy merchandise using Dogecoin. Now, I've made this point before, but I'll make it again because no one can give me an answer. If you believe this is an investment that's going to, multiply in an insane way for you, why would you ever use it to buy anything, right? Because let's say you buy I don't know if they even make these, but like a Tesla hoodie, that would be the most expensive hoodie you'd ever buy if in fact it's going to, quote unquote, go to the moon. But here's the real story to me. The price of Dogecoin has not really moved much since Elon Musk made this tweet. I believe the last time I checked, it was up maybe 8% from that point where he made the tweet. And keep in mind that the price is hovering around 6 cents per Dogecoin. When Elon Musk made this tweet or made a supportive tweet about Dogecoin in the past, we saw a much bigger jump. On December 14th of 2021, CNBC noted that Dogecoin shot up more than 20% following a tweet from Elon Musk that Tesla would begin accepting the cryptocurrency as payment for merchandise. So we're talking about basically the same scenario here, but a much different result or a different outcome. One last thing here is according to decrypt.co, which is a very popular cryptocurrency news source, they noted that there's a general agreement that Elon Musk tweets, including one that said Dogecoin is the people's crypto, helped push Dogecoin's price upward from under a penny in January 2021 to an all-time high of 73 cents. And that was 73 cents in May of 2021, which was around the time that Elon Musk appeared on SNL as the host. So why isn't it going up as much now? I don't believe it's because Elon Musk is less influential. I believe it tells us more about just the state of the economy and the crypto economy as a attractive place for people to put extra cash. When 2021 was happening, the pandemic, I should say, there was a lot more money to kind of throw around. Even if people, let's say they already blew through their stimulus check, there was a lot less to spend money on, right? You had all these random e-commerce companies popping up because people were just maybe not driving as much, weren't going to concerts, eating out less. All those things add up over the course of a year. So if you're not doing any of that, you tend to have a little bit more disposable cash. Currently, there's less disposable cash among, the average household than there was because we have record high inflation, and that obviously, affects prices across the board. But I have to mention this is the gas prices being as high as they are. We just had the Fed raise rates and increase rates rather more than they have since I believe the last time they raised them this much was in 1994. You have a lot of people who have lost a lot of money messing around with this stuff, not just Dogecoin, not even Bitcoin and Ethereum even though many have lost money doing that, kind of chasing the rising price. But there's been a lot of, rug pulls, things where people just have been getting burned. There's been an erosion of trust. It doesn't mean that people won't be fooled again and get back into something like this because the lure of very easy money for very little effort and work is always, I feel like it's forever appealing to people. But there are plenty of people that are like, look, I learned my lesson. I touched the pot. It was hot. I'm not going to touch it again because I don't want to burn my hand. Not only am I an overconfident investor, I'm an overconfident chef. Let's put on the special ingredient, the gas. And that's totally understandable. And then finally, people are just making trade-offs. There's a lot of, let's say even people who are being affected, we're all being affected by inflation. So that's not even like it's only one group of people. There's still people spending money now, I would argue, because of all the pent-up demand from, the world being essentially shut down, or at least life as we know it, not being fully open for business. I think I speak from my own experience here. I'm not a crazy spender. I try to be very mindful of what I'm spending. But despite the fact that inflation is what it is, I've got some savings that I will use to, live my life fully this summer because I feel like I missed out on doing that for, you could say 2 summers now. I think even last summer New York City wasn't quite all the way back turned on, but I'm not alone in that sentiment. And Dogecoin, for people who even thought Dogecoin was cool, this is not on the top of your list anymore. It just can't be. And I think that's the problem right now with the cryptocurrency, crypto as an investment rather, is that it's just, you have people who are de-risking anyway, and crypto is the first to go. And then people jumping back in, it's just not where you're going to put your money first. And I don't know what changes that. I don't know if anything changes that, but I think this Elon Musk pump tweet, and I'm saying this, it's just my opinion. I'm not saying he's deliberately doing it. That's up to you to make that judgment call. I can't read his mind. But, the fact that it did so little to the price versus the last time or the last times that he's done it, I think says a lot about, what the real issue is right now. Curious though your thoughts. Of course I can be wrong about this. I try not to make, predictions about the future, because not that I can't make them, but I know that there's no way to be, 100% accurate. There's always other factors we don't see. And I don't want to waste a lot of time on, trying to be a fortune teller or, a wannabe wizard. They don't exist unless they're Kathy Wood, who would say, absolutely, innovation. Speaking of Kathy Wood, I've got, if you're interested in our YouTube channel, it's CMQ Investing on YouTube, if you want to check it out. And I put unique content up there. It's not just, I don't just take something from there and make it a podcast. It very rarely is that the case. It might be some of the same topics, but I do different things. And obviously we have the visual element. So if you guys want to get a good laugh, there's some funny videos up there. And I tend to bury the humor within some of these big ideas or current events that we look at through the lens of the legendary investors and the time-tested investing lessons. And I will find ways to kind of have humor pop up on you when you least expect it. So it's the CMQ Investing on YouTube, so check that out. But if you have any thoughts on the Dogecoin situation, let me know. I've opened my DMs on Twitter. I didn't realize I didn't have that completely open, but my username is just my name, Chris Franco. And we'll use that for the time being until, before I go and try to manage 80 billion accounts. I think you can just reach out to me personally. Also, of course, I'm on Instagram. Usually I spend the most time on the Charlie Munger Quotes account, but make sure you also follow our other account, which is Warren Buffett Videos. Again, just trying to spread these time-tested ideas about investing. So with that being said, be careful with all the crypto stuff. Don't do anything foolish. Don't get swept up in the mania. And, think for yourself. Don't listen to the quote-unquote the pundits or the pumpers. Make sure you're doing what's right for you. None of this is financial advice, obviously. But I do care that those of you who listen and are loyal listeners, I should say, avoid a lot of things that would cause you any sort of financial agony. So wish you all the best with that. Keep on tuning in. I appreciate all of you for listening. I really do. For CMQ Investing, my name is Chris Franco, and we will talk soon. Later.